Welcome back. I'm Eric Faria, and this is I Am. Today I have Joanne Cajuste with me, and I'm just going to jump right in.
Okay.
So, Joanne, can you talk a little bit about your upbringing?
Sure. I'm one of five kids from a single parent home. I'm from Brooklyn, and it wasn't an easy upbringing. My mom was from another country. She came here, not too much support. She didn't have much of a support system, and she had to raise five kids really on her own. So times were tough, times were hard, but she did the best that she could. She played both mom and dad.
Wow.
But she loved us. She loved us dearly. There were a lot of times where I feel like I had a lot of fun times. There were some dark moments too. I mentioned that in the book. But all in all, I feel like my childhood definitely made me stronger. Gave me a thick skin, tough skin. Yeah.
So, in keeping with that theme, I like to play scenarios sometimes.
Okay.
So,
Yes, let's play.
yes, if you were able to go back in time and talk to your child self, so say you're a 6 or 7-year-old
Okay.
Joanne, like
Yes.
little Joanne, what would you say to that young girl?
That's a good question. I got old.
With the knowledge that you have
Right,
nowadays.
yeah. You're beyond worthy. That is it. For a child that's 6 or 7 to know that he or she is beyond worthy, there is absolutely nothing they cannot accomplish. That's what I would tell her.
Wow. Okay, just had to pause for a moment, but yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. It's very powerful to know from that young age that you are beyond worthy and that there isn't anything anybody can say or do that will take that worthiness
Exactly.
out
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in terms of family, I know you have a partner now,
I do.
correct?
I do.
Yes. What do you think the next chapter is? Because that's what after reading the book, I was like, what would be the next chapter?
Like the next book, the next chapter of my life? What?
Either or. I'm looking forward to the next book, by the way.
I think if I do a next book, it'll be like a fiction or something.
Oh, okay.
Writing about your life, it's very vulnerable. It was a very emotional book. The next chapter, I just want to live and enjoy life and be of service. You talk about my childhood. I feel like one of the things from my childhood, I was someone that always lived in survival mode. What's next? I'm not doing enough. I'm not enough. I need to accomplish this. I need to get this off my list. I just want to enjoy life. I want to enjoy the gifts that I've been given. And I just want to share my testimony with others. I want to just pull other people up. If that's all I do for the rest of my life, I am okay. So the next chapter really is have fun, Joanne. Let loose. You have done the work. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's the next chapter. Dance on tables if you have to. No, but that was the old Joanne. But no, have fun, let loose, and continue to be of service. I know for me, one of the ways that I stay grounded and live that life of love and light is just being of service and being happy and just living in the moment. So yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
And what does being of service mean to you when you're with other people and
Trying to be present, seeing what someone else needs, getting out of my head, getting out of my own way, not thinking about my wants and desires, trying to see if I can help someone else fulfill their desires for the day, their wants for the day. Being of service is loving someone that may not be lovable, especially in the world that we live in. That is being of service.
that's tough.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's the ultimate service,
Wow. Yeah.
Loving and being compassionate to other people that you feel that may not deserve that at the time,
Mm-hmm. Totally. I
Yeah.
hear you. And it's, like I said, it's
It's a
not
work
easy.
in progress. No, it's
It's
not.
a work in
It
progress.
takes work. Yeah.
It does take
Yeah.
work. So, for people who read your fantastic book,
Thank you.
God, Why Did You Wake Me? Please get it. Um, so, for them, what do you want the message or the takeaway to be?
That things may seem hopeless, but you deserve a second chance. That even if you're in a place where you feel life is good, there's no reason why you don't deserve better. That you're enough. And that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind and heart on. That's what I want people to take away. And you're not defined by your past mistakes. Have no shame around that. Growth is fine, growth is good. Don't take the masks off. No more hiding. You're okay. You're enough.
Wow, that is so powerful. And when you were talking about that, I remember my own coming out process as a gay man. That was a huge mask that I was carrying around for many years. And I totally can relate. We all have our masks. We all have our version of the closet, whatever it is.
Absolutely.
Right? It's fantastic.
I like that. We all have our version of the closet. Absolutely.
Isn't it true, though?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we do. We all have stuff that we hide away that we don't want other people to
Absolutely.
see. That we think that if other people do see it, that we're going to appear as weak.
Exactly.
Or unworthy.
Exactly.
Right? So the name of the show is I Am.
I Am.
Right?
Okay.
And to finish, I would like to ask you a relatively simple question, or maybe not.
Okay.
I think it's easy. How would you define yourself today if I were to ask you the question, who is Joanne?
Oh, okay. With I Am, you want me to say I am? Okay. Who is Joanne? I am a dreamer. I am a warrior. I am a lover.
That's perfect. I like that. I like the
Yeah.
definition. And if you were able to talk directly, I know that you can talk directly
Right.
to God through prayer.
Right.
But if you had, God with you having dinner or something, right?
Ooh, right.
I would want to
I
be
love
that
it.
dinner. Yeah. What would you ask God?
What would I ask God?
Yeah.
I guess, well, I'm going to be honest. I think I'd ask him, why does it take longer for some people's hearts to change? Because again, we mentioned we are living in hard times. And of course, there's a lot of good people here in this world. But sometimes I feel like times are getting harder and worse. So I would ask him or her, why does it take longer for certain people's hearts to change?
Fantastic. And with that, I'm going to just say once again, people, the book is God, Why Did You Wake Me?
Yes.
It is available on Amazon, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Get yourself a copy. And Joanne,
I'm
thank you
so
so
honored,
much.
Eric.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for watching, and we will be back next week with a new episode.